Machiavelli Mills TV, man. Let's talk about this NBA draft, man. Now, isn't it quite ironic? Isn't it quite ironic in the year that the Los Angeles Lakers are wanting to acquire Anthony Davis, the New Orleans Pelicans, the team that Anthony Davis currently plays for, they get the #1 pick in the NBA draft. Isn't that ironic, man? And I'm happy about it because I want AD to join my boy LeBron James and the LA Lakers, man. I want him to be in the LA Lakers uniform with LeBron James. And them acquiring the #1 pick is the perfect setup for it to happen. Let me tell you why. #1 pick is going to be Zion Williamson, hands down. I don't see New Orleans doing anything else or making another type of move. And in their mind, if Anthony Davis wants to leave bad, and he'll leave by free agency, or they'd be forced to trade him. It's better to trade him because he's not going to sign back with them. It's better to trade him to get something in return for him than to let him walk for nothing. So of course they're going to be forced to trade him. At what point in the season, we don't know, but we know he's going to be disgruntled and he needs to be traded. So what they'll do is they'll trade Anthony Davis for. You get this, LA, the Lakers had the 4th pick. With the 4th pick, I think that RJ Barrett will be gone. Ja Morant going to be gone. The Lakers going to take Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish out of Duke. And I think that the Lakers will package Cam Reddish, the #4 pick, and Brandon Ingram. And probably a pick, or I don't know. I don't think Lonzo's going to go because they got Drew Holiday on contract. So I don't think they're going to try to get Lonzo in that mix. But I think they're going to take they're going to get Cam Reddish, who the Lakers will draft at #4, along with Brandon Ingram in return for Anthony Davis. So Brandon Ingram going to New Orleans along with Cam Reddish. And I think that's going to seal the deal. Probably with another draft pick or Josh Hart. I don't see. New Orleans may try to get Kyle Kuzma. But I don't know if the Lakers really want to come off Kyle Kuzma. But they may for Anthony Davis. They may get him up out of there too. Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Cam Reddish. I don't know. Who knows, right? So that'll be the perfect setup for that to happen. Not New York. LA was looking for a way to get Anthony Davis secured. I think that New Orleans will feel comfortable with Anthony departing now with a future superstar or a sensation that they know is going to give them great business. Zion Williamson going to sell out arenas. It don't matter where he's at. He's in New Orleans. He's going to sell out arenas. It's going to be jumping in New Orleans, man. And that's a fact, man. It's really going to be the Saints and Zion show. And that's how it goes, man. His jerseys his jerseys are going to sell off the shelf. It's going to sell out instantly. His first game is going to be on TV. The preseason game is going to be televised. The fanfare for him is going to be ridiculous. And New Orleans needs to replace a superstar like AD. And I think that Zion will be bigger in New Orleans than AD could ever be. Does he really want to? And as great as AD is, I think that just the aura surrounding Zion is much different. It's much different. People didn't even know AD could score like that until he got to New Orleans and was able to show his full arsenal due to the fact that he wasn't playing with all those McDonald's All-Americans he was playing with at Kentucky. But the aura surrounding Zion is much bigger than the aura surrounding AD. I think his personality is bigger, and I don't know, he seems like and I love AD. That's my Chicago brother, man. I remember we used to be playing basketball, in summer camp together. He used to be at my godmother's house. His mom is close to my godmother. Him and his twin sister, Antoinette, used to be at my godmother's house, and we used to be all kicking it. We was little kids, though, little bitty kids. Nobody knew AD was going to be who he was today. But he probably don't even remember that. It's been so long ago. He ain't seen me since I was like 11. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming. Yeah, so I think Zion will be bigger in New Orleans than AD is, and they will be satisfied knowing that they got somebody that they can cling on to call their own superstar. Again, I don't know if Zion wants to be in New Orleans, but that's going to be the case right now. I think that the fans will be pleased. And I think with Brandon Ingram, Cam Reddish, and Zion, I think that's a pretty nice young core. That's a solid, great young core, in my opinion. The #2 pick went to the Memphis Grizzlies. I think Memphis is going to take RJ Barrett. I think they're going to roll with the young boy out of Duke. Some say he shoots too much. He's a gun, but I think he's a highly skilled player. And I think Memphis could use him. Memphis not going to take Ja Morant. They already got their point guard locked up in Mike Conley. I don't know who's going to trade for Mike Conley contract. I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that RJ is a very, very solid player, man. I think he's a special guy. I think he get a bad rap at times. He did need to pass the ball more at some times, but I think the kid is a walking bucket. And I think he'll have a very, very, very great, I think he's going to have a very solid NBA career. Number 3, the Knicks got the 3rd pick. Now, I know the Knicks is pissed off because they was banking on this whole Zion sweepstakes happening. Again, I thought it was going to be like Lauryn Hill. He going to go and play in the Garden, and then everybody, the lights was going to get low in Madison Square Garden, him being a Knick, and he was going to say, now the joy in my world is in Zion. Like it was going to be like Lauryn Hill's song. I thought it was going to be one of them situations, but nah, it's not happening. Knicks got the 3rd pick. Zion's going to be well off the board at that point. They're going to have to go with Ja Morant. That's who I wanted my Chicago Bulls to take, but unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls got the number 7 pick, and we just basically tanked for nothing, got rid of Fred Hoiberg for nothing. And, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what we can get out the draft. We got to get all our players out the draft in Chicago because free agents not lining up to sign up to play here. I don't know if it's the ghost of Michael Jordan that they're afraid of or if it's the cold wind off of Lake Michigan that they're afraid of. It could be both of those factors. I don't know. But maybe they're scared of these cold winters. They're scared of being in Michael Jordan's shadow. Who knows? But free agents don't line up here. So we were really counting on this draft. And I felt like, man, with 14 or 12%, I'm like, the Bulls got a good shot at getting him. Maybe the ping pong balls will bounce in our favor like it did when we got D Rose. But anyway, nonetheless, man, we didn't get him. I thought it would be great for the United Center. I said the Chicago Bulls have to have another superstar after Derrick Rose come in. I thought we had to have somebody in the United Center, but it didn't happen like that. We'll see who we can draft. But I think right now with New Orleans picking up Zion, I think that is the perfect way for Anthony Davis to find himself in a Los Angeles Laker uniform. Trading the number 4 pick, which I believe will be Cam Reddish and Brandon Ingram, and maybe they may want Kyle Kuzma too. For AD, I think that is how the situation will take place. Anthony Davis getting traded. New Orleans would rather trade AD than to have him walk, so I think they will hear out LA this time around because this is AD's last year in New Orleans, last year on his contract. I believe, y'all can correct me if this is not AD's last year on his contract, but I believe that they'll say, okay, you know what? That's a pretty nice deal, LA. We're going to make that move with y'all, man. And David Griffin being the general manager in New Orleans, he LeBron boy. He the one that was the general manager in Cleveland when LeBron won a championship in 2016. LeBron was pissed when he got fired. So I think that David Griffin might look out for his boy. Like, okay, Bron, you want AD? Give us those young guys, man. Give us those young guys we want. Make sure our future is secure. We got Zion, and sure, we'll give you AD. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, man. We rebuilding now. We know we're not going to contend right away. They probably want another draft pick soon. They probably going to try to tank again and get another draft pick coming up so they can stack their team up the way that they like it and probably trust the process like Philly did. But they'll definitely give it to Bron. David Griffin going to give LeBron AD exactly what he wants in exchange for them guys that I referenced. And I think that is how the Lakers will get Anthony Davis. Will it happen before the trade deadline? Who knows? Probably so. It may happen this offseason. Who knows? It just may happen this offseason. We got to find out. We got to explore that. But I don't know. For some reason, I think New Orleans is going to try to hold on to AD for as long as possible and then trade him when they know, okay, well, the trade deadline coming. Let's make a move. I feel like they were silly to even turn down all them trades LA was giving them in the first place. The Lakers trying to give you everybody but the kitchen sink and you turning it down, knowing Anthony Davis don't want to be there, is no convincing you can do in the world to get him to stay. AD man was made up. He was gone regardless of what people were wishing and hoping, and people was wishing on a star for him to stay there. AD's mind is made up. his mind, his heart is out of New Orleans. The organization, I believe his heart, is still with the city and the fans and the communities that he probably helped and was involved in there. But on the basketball tip, his heart is not in New Orleans no more. He want to be prime time, and the way for his career to ascend is for him to get out of that New Orleans market, because he doesn't have the aura like Zion has. Zion can play in Wyoming, and people were going to tune in because he was just that magnetic of a figure coming out of college and high school, being a YouTube sensation and the most talked about and trending college player, most hyped college or high school player we've seen since LeBron James. Anthony didn't have that spark, even though he was hyped. But I think in LA, his career will rise to another level. His star power will rise to another level. And people are going to put him in the mix with these best player in the world comments. Eventually, I think Bron got something to say about people saying other people are the best player in the world. I think Bron going to come back with a vengeance. But I think Anthony Davis will have people really remembering how good he is and putting respect on his name when he's in the playoffs and he's doing well and putting up big time numbers. Because all they referencing or mentioning now is Giannis and Kawhi and, the young guys like that. AD looking like, hold on. They reference Giannis, Kawhi, KD and all that. He like, look, my name in this too. And I think that if he goes to LA, a huge market, la land, he's going to be in everybody's going to be watching him. They're going to be always on TV, and his star power will ascend. I think you'll see him become more vocal. I think you'll see him become more, I don't know, I think his personality will come out more. He may star in Space Jam with old Bron. Space Jam 2 with old Bron. I think he might be on the set. AD, is you going or not? And I think this is going to help him. I think LeBron going to help him mature as a player. And I think his personality is going to start to shine bright. And who knows, man? LA might have something, man. But in this situation, New Orleans does not come out bad because they have this first overall pick, which is Zion, and it's going to be all right for them. Everything going to be good. And I think that will appease those fans who are upset with AD leaving. Again, it's just my thoughts on everything. It's your boy, Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.